2, 1. And we are live. Cloud chasing at an all-time high. I ain't got no spill. All I do is keep it real. You feel me? And today, we're going to get into that YSL Woody testimony, y'all. I know y'all been waiting on it. I've been sitting around looking through the internet. Everybody, everybody talking about it. So I said, you know what? Let me go live about this subject. Just give it to my people. You know what I'm saying? My clout chasing all-time high people. My day ones, twos, and fews. And the ones that refuse, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to do it like this, you know. We ain't got no co-host today. My co-host, she under the weather. Plus, y'all didn't ever give her no name. So, she ain't got no name or nothing. So we ain't, until y'all come up with a name, we ain't even gonna talk about that co-host right now. So what we're gonna do is get into this this Woody testimony, like what Woody really over here talking about and what Woody over here doing. So we're gonna see. We're gonna get into it.
Hey, how's it going?
I don't got no YouTube premium, y'all, so you know what I'm saying?
Just got a new shipment in here from YouTube. As you can see, I'm so excited to open these and
whatever like that. But look,
I have he's right behind you.
This is basically when the judge on the Young Thug trial got confronted about that ex parte meeting, right? And this is already when Woody has been sworn in to testify. Woody had pleaded the fifth, got contempt, got locked up for the weekend, and then he came back. And that's when he started giving this testimony that we're going to go over. But first, we're going to listen to Brian Still talk to the judge about that situation. So let's get into it.
Sorry, I have a motion that I need to make outside the presence of Mr. Cole.
All right, you can make it right now. Is he out?
Let me know when you get down.
Is Mr. Copeland out?
No, he's upstairs.
Okay, good.
Great, y'all.
Yeah, come on, man. Don't come in the court. Come in and get you back.
Just fine. So.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
The way I understand my constitutional obligations, pursuant to the 6th and 14th Amendments of the United States Constitution and the corresponding sections of the Georgia Constitution, I'm required to make a full and complete statement to the court. For the record, and if God forbid this goes up on appeal for the appellate courts or another tribunal, commission, or administrative body, I was told based upon information and belief that when we arrived at 8:30, 9 o'clock today, he did not come into your courtroom until almost 11:30. And what I found out just recently, this is not waived, is that supposedly in chambers, this honorable court reporter at times, honorable court at times, district attorney or district attorneys from the DA's office, as well as.
Look at the judge's face, y'all. Look at the judge's face. He tried to figure out what is this man Brian Still about to talk about. And you see, what's her name? Love. She already know. She already know where it's going. You know what I'm saying? Like, when y'all come to my channel, man, we breaking it down. We breaking it down. We showing you, you know what I'm saying? Like how it all transpired, right? They already getting accused of signaling back and forth, you know what I'm saying, between District Attorney Love and the judge. You know what I'm saying? And that's supposed to be unethical right there, you know what I mean? So look at her face, y'all, and look at the judge's face. See what happened and see what happened. Watch.
Investigators, sheriff deputies, Mr. Copeland and his counsel met together. None of the defense team, to my knowledge, was aware that this was going on. It was told, based upon information belief, that it was told to the district attorneys that Mr. Copeland intended to plead the Fifth Amendment.
All right. Right.
And I was told, based upon information belief.
Now, the whole controversy about Woody pleading the Fifth is that he was supposed to have immunity. So that's why he got held in contempt. Because when you plead immunity, you have to tell everything truthfully. And by pleading the Fifth, the information won't come out. So he got held in contempt, locked up for the weekend, and this is the following Monday.
That Adrian Love, the lawyer for Mr. Copeland,
that's Adrian Love, yeah,
were together, and Miss Love made representations that John Melnick supposedly spoke with some attorneys for the accused and wrote an email to Miss Love, to Adrian Love, stating that Mr. Melnick does not.
And look here, she haven't objected to it one time. she ain't raised the eyebrow because she know it's true. And the judge, look how the judge look. He already know.
Represent the witness, and that Mr. Melnick wrote an email saying "F you," and then somehow that email was CC'd to me. That never.
Now listen to this. Brian Steele just already told him the source of his information. Let me show you how egotistical this judge is. I'm gonna show you something. Listen to this real quick. I'm gonna show you something. You don't got to take it back that far. Watch this. Now, what Brian Steele said is how I got this information. It was CC'd in the email. Now, CC'd in the email, that's like a group chat, right? Right? Group chat, CC. You don't know what an email? It's not just a regular email. It's like a group chat email that gets forwarded. That's what he said. He got it. So listen.
To Miss Love, to Adrian Love, stating that Mr. Melnick does not represent the witness, and that Mr. Melnick wrote an email saying "F you," and then somehow that email was CC'd to me. That never.
Mr. Steele, can I interrupt you just a second? I'm kind of disturbed because that's ex parte. All that was an ex parte conversation. How did you
see? All the judge worried about is that he just got caught. He's not even listening to how he got the information. So when he started trying to ask Brian Steele how he get the information, Brian Steele already told him. He's just too hard-headed to listen.
Did you find out about any of that?
Well, I'm not disturbed too. And the reason
I'm asking you a question. How did you find out about it?
I'm going to answer you the question.
Okay.
Scuttle, if you look at SCUDDER versus State, which is 298 Georgia.
Welcome back. Tim, the SEO manager, is losing a ton of organic traffic too.
438, it's Division 2, 782 Southeast 2D 638, 2016. Our highest court says when a court meets, because Mr. Copeland comes in, meets with the court supposedly made statements, which I assume is somewhat accurate based upon what you just said. We're entitled, Mr. Williams and every other person wrongly charged here is entitled under the Georgia Constitution to be present. That's a critical stage.
It's just like when you meet with me, and you and Mr. Adams meet with me, and others have met with me. It's those are ex parte for a lot of different other reasons. But I will certainly note that for purposes of the record.
Well, I'm going forward. What I was told was that Mr. Copeland said,
and you haven't answered my question yet.
I'm not. How did you answer that question?
You're not.
No, I will not answer that question.
Why will you not answer that question?
Because I want to make sure that what I say is accurate. And I'm not trying to.
No. I'm asking you, how did you get this information?
I'm not telling the court, but I'm saying based on information.
Okay, well, listen, if you don't tell me how you got this information, then you and I are going to have some problems.
We can have his.
It's about to, hey. So as we already know, you know, I'm going to play out. But we already know the end result of what ended up happening. But I'm going to just show it anyway.
I got problems right now.
Okay, I know. Look, I don't want to know about your problems. Okay, at this point in time, all I'm asking you at this point in time is, how did you come upon this information? Look, if the case gets reviewed, the record's going to be available for our appellate court and for whatever reason. But it's disturbing that somehow you have surreptitiously gotten information in regards to the court's private ex parte conversation with the party. I mean,
A witness who was sworn in Friday, the court's telling, this is what I was told. If this is not true, not true. This court
Mr. Steele,
handed
ask me,
Mr. Copeland.
tell me how you got
perjury.
tell me how you got the information.
Listen, whatever you want to do.
Tell me
I'm
how
not
you
telling
got the information, then we can go ahead and go forward.
I'm not going to say that. What I'm going to say is this. I was told, and I hope this concerns the court.
It concerns me that you have proprietary information.
Why is it
or
proprietary?
information that
Can a judge try to extort information out of attorney when attorney got attorney-client privilege, and the fact that he got information outside of his client or whatever? Do he have to actually answer to the judge?
that you should not be having that was ex parte
Why?
with a party,
Why?
state of Georgia?
How about the witness? How about Mr. Copeland, who supposedly announced he's not testifying and he'll sit for 2 years, and then supposedly this honorable court,
okay.
Or excuse me, let me rephrase that. This court supposedly said, I can hold you until the end of this
That's
trial.
a lot of pettiness.
Ms. Hilton supposedly said, actually,
Bring
all
back
of the
pettiness,
defendants.
man. I like the pettiness. Brian still said this honorable court. I mean, this court. He basically saying, man, you ain't
who
honorable.
supposedly announced he's not testifying and he'll sit for 2 years, and then supposedly this honorable court,
okay.
Or excuse me, let me rephrase that. This court supposedly said, I can hold you until the end of this trial. Ms. Hilton supposedly said, actually, all of the defendants and then all 26 people are disposed of. If that's true, what this is coercion, witness intimidation, ex parte communications that we have a constitutional right to be present for. So I understand that you're upset towards me, but I don't know what I did.
Mr. Steele,
And with the witness intimidation, it got addressed later on in this trial when they was talking about some officer or somebody that dressed in black that was staring Woody down after he came out of court. And so what Brian's still saying is that it probably is a lot of witness intimidation, especially with Woody, because he was ready to sit for 2 years or whatever, which I doubt. He don't want to sit at all. So he ready to play ball, and that's what we're about to talk about. We're about to talk about Woody playing ball.
still want to know,
Everybody should.
how did you come upon this information? Who told you?
What I want to know is, why wasn't I there? Why,
Sir, I'm going to hold you in contempt if you don't tell me who the, tell me who this
I
information
don't
was
want to
come
be
from.
held in contempt.
Well,
I'm not
then-
answering that question. That's attorney-client privilege information. I am not answering that.
Attorney-client privilege, unless you were in my chambers, that's the only way you can figure out.
I am
I
telling
tell you what, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. If you don't tell me
You
who
don't have to.
if you don't tell me who it is, I'm going to put you.
Well, let me-
I'm going to put you in contempt
I
because
understand.
that is not attorney-client privilege.
Attorney work product privilege. I am not.
How did you
telling
how did you get that information
I don't
supposedly
answer
from
that
my
question.
chambers? Did somebody tell you?
I'm not. You should have told me.
You got 5 minutes.
Well, I don't need it. I want to continue.
You got 5 minutes.
This is what I was told. Mr. Copeland made statements that he admitted to killing Donovan Thomas and was. Don't take my notes. No.
So yeah, it got real messy.
He is. He's right behind you.
It got real messy
I have a
that day.
motion that I need to make outside the presence of Mr. Copeland.
That's the day they locked
All right,
up.
you can make it right now. Is he out?
Let me know when you get down.
Where is Mr. Copeland out?
No, he's upstairs.
Okay, good. All right.
Yeah, come on now. Don't come in the court. Come and get you back. All right.
It's the same thing.
Thank you.
It got kind of messy that day, fellas. So
I've got a problem that I'm pretty sure you can help me with. Yes, you will be paid for helping me. Actually paid.
With
So after
Mr.
all that
Copeland
happened,
here. So
right, still got threatened for contempt of court, 20 days in jail, all this. 25 lawyers showed up at the courthouse. Still's wife, who is a well-known attorney, filed a motion to get the you know what I'm saying, to get him bond, because the judge basically tried to make it like it was a criminal case, and it was actually a civil case. And it, since he was getting charged criminally, he had rights as a criminal, like due process, all that type of stuff. And he was able to get a bond, and basically they ended up having to basically drop the charges on Still, because it was bullshit anyway. So now we got Woody back on the stand after spending the weekend in jail. So let's see what he got to say.
go ahead, Ms. Hilton.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Copeland, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
I gotta say it back.
You don't have to say anything.
Y'all people pettiness. She kept on saying, "Good afternoon, good afternoon." He was like, "Do I gotta say it back?" She was like, "Nah, let's just move on with this bullshit." You see what I'm saying? Woody already playing hardball, fresh, you know what I'm saying, fresh from a weekend of lockup, try to get his mind right. He agreed to testify now. So this is what we got. We got an aggravated Woody on the stand. Let's go.
How old you are. You said that you were grown. Can you please tell me how old you are?
Say that again.
Sure. Can you please tell the jury how old you are in numbers?
32.
And when is your birthday?
Say that again.
When is your birthday? I'm sorry. When is your birthday?
Next month.
Is that July?
I think so.
Okay. And were you born on July 25th?
I guess.
Okay. Are you from Atlanta?
I'm from Canterville.
Okay. Is that a section of the city in Atlanta?
I guess.
You guess? All right. And did you grow up in Mechanicsville?
For sure.
Did you say for sure? All right. And when you grew up, do you have siblings?
Huh?
Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
See what Woody whole thing right now, being aggravated and frustrated. He trying to play the dumb role, which is cool. A lot of people thinking Woody being genius, but I mean, he giving a show out there, man. This whole week, he gave a show. Next week, it's gonna get real, and we're gonna see if he gonna be able to still keep it up, because you know, the DA got it in for Thug.
And when you were younger, did you live with all of your brothers and sisters?
Objection, relevance.
Overruled, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to specifically talk about your brothers. How many brothers do you have?
Relevance.
Overruled, sir.
More than one.
Okay. How many?
I think 3.
All right. And what are your 3 brothers' names?
Relevance.
Overruled, sir.
Trey Nato boss.
Say that one more time. You said it's fast.
Nato Trey's boss.
Nato, Trez, and Boss. Okay. Nato, what's Nato's given name? Or you just give me the first name.
I just did.
Nato.
You feel me? So Woody, you know, he, like I say, he playing his position. He don't want to be looked at as a rat, but as you will see, he's already done just that. So it is what it is with Woody, but we'll see.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Trez, what's Trez's first name?
Trez.
Is Trez's first name Ron Trez?
I guess.
All right. And Nato, is that Rodney?
I guess.
Okay. And then what's the third nickname you gave me?
Boss.
Is Boss Rodriguez?
I guess.
All right. And when you were younger, did you go to school?
Yes.
Where did you attend school?
I don't know. I went to a lot of different schools.
Okay. What are all the schools you went to?
I don't recall all of them.
Or just tell me some of them.
I only know one. Slater.
Slater. Is that elementary school or middle school?
Elementary.
Why you don't remember what middle school you went to? Did you go to middle school?
I think I stopped. I did.
How long did you go to? Did you finish middle school?
Relevance.
Overruled.
Yeah, I think.
Okay. Did you go to high school at all?
Yeah.
All right. When you went to high school, did you go to Southside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overruled, sir.
Did you graduate from high school?
No.
All right. Do you remember what year you left high school?
No.
All right.
Baby, you
After high school, did you work?
No.
What did you do after high school if you weren't working?
Say that again.
Did you do anything? If you weren't working, what were you doing?
I don't recall.
Okay. Are you married?
Nope.
Are you in a relationship?
Nope.
Right. Do you have children?
You know that.
Okay. I do, but the jury doesn't. Do you have children?
Yep.
All right. How many?
More than one.
All right. Do you have more than 3?
I might. Ain't no telling.
Okay. That's perfect. That's fair. Do you have 2 that you know of?
Yeah.
All right. And how old are your 2 children?
The same age.
What's that?
I don't know. Y'all been having me in jail so long. I can't recall.
Okay. Were you in jail on Friday? Prior to?
Yeah, I was in jail Friday.
Were you in jail on Thursday?
Thursday ain't came yet.
No, last Thursday.
I felt like it.
All right. When you weren't in jail last Thursday, although you felt like it, how old were your children?
I don't know their ages.
Are you currently working?
I'm in jail.
Prior to going to jail on Friday, are you currently working?
Nope.
All right. Now, you talked about being in jail, which was on Friday. Prior to any of this, do you have any criminal convictions?
Of course.
Okay. Do you know offhand how many?
Don't keep up with it.
Okay. Tell the jurors the types of crimes that you've been convicted of.
Driving without license.
Okay. What else?
Driving with suspended license.
I come in.
Okay. What else?
Ran in front of police.
All right. What else? Let me ask, do you have a theft
I'll be
by?
putting charges on me, so I go to jail for the charges y'all throw on me.
Okay. Do you have a conviction for theft by taking?
You tell me?
Do you recall having a conviction for theft by taking from 2009?
What did I take?
Yes or no?
I don't know what happened in 2009.
Okay. Do you recall having any convictions for aggravated assault?
Probably so.
All right. What about conviction for entering auto?
I don't know.
Okay. What about for terroristic threats?
What about it?
Do you have a conviction for terroristic threats?
I think that was with the aggravated assault.
Okay. What about theft by receiving stolen property?
I don't know.
What about possession of a vehicle with altered VIN number?
Never heard of that.
And what about possession of a controlled substance with the intent to distribute?
What's that?
Did you ever take a drug charge recently?
Oh, that's the charge y'all put on me.
Okay. Did you plead guilty to that?
I had to.
So for everybody coming in here, man, put your comments on what you think. How do you think about Woody's testimony so far? He's definitely cooperating. I mean, he's cooperating, but is he telling them what they want to necessarily hear? Or is he just cooperating? Because that's why they got him up there, to cooperate. So do y'all think he's telling? Is he just cooperating? Is he snitching? Is he incriminating anybody? Let's see.
All right. And did you recently plead guilty to possession of a firearm by a convicted felon?
Y'all put that charge on me too.
And did you plead guilty to that?
I had to.
All right. Your Honor, the state's want to tender State's Exhibit 382Y, 383Y, 384Y, and 385 Yankee, Your Honor, as self-authenticating documents. 382Y is the criminal conviction 15 SC.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm getting to that, Mr. Steele, so.
So looking here at Woody, right? What y'all think on his mind? Knowing he got an interrogation video out. But I've been watching videos on other channels, and they've been basically breaking it down like they might can't even really use that interrogation against Woody for real, because he didn't have his lawyer present, and the lady knew he had a lawyer. So I mean, it's one of them things. But listen. She taking all day.
Supercharge your business with the all-new Shopify point of sale. The all-in-one.
Mr. Copeland, remember we swore you in on Friday? Just wanted to remind you you're still under oath, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Now, Ms. Copeland, in addition to some of those charges that we just discussed, did you also have a federal charge in 2015, a federal gun charge that you pled guilty to?
I did.
Do you recall having a federal gun charge in 2015?
You asking me or you telling me?
I'm asking you.
What you asking me?
Did you plead guilty to a federal gun charge in 2015?
I think I did.
Okay. Did you go to prison for that gun charge?
I pled guilty to it. I'm pretty sure y'all sent me to prison.
Okay. Do you recall how long you spent in prison?
You can remind me?
Do you recall how long you spent in prison?
No, I don't recall.
did you spend at least 5 years in custody?
I think that's what they gave me.
When did you get out of prison from the federal charges?
When they let me go.
Do you remember what year that was?
One of the year.
Was it in 2024?
This year ain't.
Right.
Nah.
Okay. Was it last?
So looks like Woody giving y'all a textbook way to testify, maybe, or it might come back to bite him in the ass. We shall see.
Last year in 2023?
No.
Was it the year before that in 2022?
I think I was in Red Street.
In 2022?
I think.
Okay. So then did you get out of prison and then go to Rice Street?
Rice Street, aka 901 Rice Street, County Jail, first stop before prison. Everybody know about Rice Street down there in the A. So if you ever been to Rice Street, you know somebody on Rice Street, you writing letters to somebody in Rice Street, drop a comment. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people on Rice Street, I guess. And to the people getting out of Rice Street. And to the people, shout out mostly to the people who don't even know what Rice Street is. Shout out to you for not knowing about the county jail.
Y'all locked me up so much. I can't read.
And let me say this, when we say Rice Street, are you talking about the Fulton County Jail?
Yeah.
Okay. But you went to Rice Street after you got out of federal custody?
I went to Red Street. Nah, I think I got out on the street. And then y'all locked me back up.
All right. So then 2022, if you went into custody at Rice Street, did you get out of the federal custody in 2021?
I got it feds in 2019.
Okay, thank you. Now, Ms. Coleman, do you have a nickname? You're smiling. Do you have
Ask me a question?
Do you have a nickname?
Yeah.
What's your nickname?
Psycho.
Okay. Do you have another one?
Yeah.
What's that?
Woody.
Woody. And do you have a way that you spell Woody?
However people want to spell it.
Okay. And how did you get your nickname?
My mama.
And when people refer to you, do they refer to you as Kenneth, Psycho, or Woody?
All three.
All three. Which one do they use the most?
Relevance.
Oral, sir. That's not objection, sir.
Which one do people?
Oral, sir. He said speculation. Oral, sir.
People who don't know me that good call me Woody.
And what about people who know you?
They call me Kenneth.
They call you Kenneth.
Shout
I
out
wanna
to
ask
the
you if
one
you know
person. Shout out to the one person in the chat. Shout out to you, all my ones, day ones, twos, and fews, and anybody else tuning in. Right now we talking about Woody, YSL Woody testimony in the Young Thug Rico case, and we're trying to find out, is he smart or is he dumb? We'll find.
All right. First, do you know someone by the name of Shannon Stillwell?
What's his nickname?
SB or Shannon? Or Shannon Jackson? Shannon Stillwell or Shannon Jackson, same person?
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you known Shannon?
We went to school together.
Do you remember which school?
I know one of them.
It was one of them. Okay. Was it elementary or middle?
Might be elementary or middle, one of them.
Okay. And I know I just said his nickname is SB. Is that what you call him?
That's what I call who?
Shannon.
I call him Shannon.
And do you see Shannon in the courtroom today?
Well, I got a vision problem. I
Okay.
can't see that far.
All right, so if you want to stand up and look around the courtroom and look around the entire courtroom, tell me if you see Shannon in the courtroom today. Do you need to sit down?
Nah, I give me right here. They ain't had nothing to drink.
Okay, do you want some water?
You gonna give me a drink?
I'll get you some water.
I don't drink water.
Well, I don't have nothing else for you.
So I get Woody was trying to make his play right then and there to try to figure out a way where he can get out the situation. That's all he's basically been trying to do is get away out of this situation and not try to testify. But the state of Georgia has a way of basically trying to make him or coerce him or convince him or show him that it's in his best interest to actually testify. And that's what we're witnessing right here. You can plainly see he's basically trying to find a way out of the situation.
I will put some water up there for you.
Who am I looking for?
Shannon.
I think I see him.
Okay. When you say you think, you can have a seat. When you say you think you see him, what do you think he's wearing?
Look like he wearing gray over there.
So who are you pointing to over there that's wearing gray?
I think the lady got red hair.
Okay, so you pointing to a lady and not Shannon?
No, the one behind her.
Okay, so you're saying you believe that the person behind the lady with the red hair is Shannon. Is that what you're saying today?
Well, it looked like it.
Okay. Does anybody else over there look like Shannon?
Yeah.
Okay, who's
In this right here, we basically see that that Woody trying to stall and basically try to come up with a play, but he got Thug looking dead at him. You know what I'm saying? Thug, he's clearly highly upset, you know, just to be sitting in court on trial. I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying? But much respect to Thug, he's holding his composure, right? So now this man has to basically identify Thug's co-defendant and eventually identify Thug. And yeah, that's how this whole week began.
who's the other person who looks like Shannon over there?
He's standing behind the bald head dude right there.
He's standing or he's sitting?
Sitting down, I guess.
Okay. What's his hairstyle?
Bald head.
So you're saying Shannon's the one with the bald head, or he's sitting
No,
behind
he's sitting
him?
behind the dude with the bald head. I think that's him.
Okay.
It's two people with dreads. I can't see I just see dreads.
Okay. Let me just ask you this. Is Shannon from Atlanta?
I don't know.
When you first met him, where did you meet him at? Was it in school?
Ooh.
While y'all were in school, did y'all develop a friendship?
Nope.
Okay. At some point in time, did you ever develop a friendship with Shannon?
Yeah.
Okay. When was that?
I don't know when, but at one point we became cool.
Okay. And when you say cool, what do you mean?
COOL.
I didn't ask you to spell it. I asked you what you mean.
Well, we became cool. I don't know what you mean. I don't know.
Did you look at him as a brother? Was he an acquaintance? Was he just someone you talked to on occasion? When you define cool, what was your relationship like with him?
Oh, just a dude in the street.
That's it? Did that develop over time?
Say that again.
You said he was just a dude in the street. Did that relationship develop over time? Where he became more than just a dude on the street?
I guess.
Okay. And when you say, I guess, what do you mean?
What you mean? What do I mean? We became cool.
Okay. During the course of your coolness with Shannon, did you meet any of his family members?
Say that again.
As your coolness of your relationship developed, did you meet any family members of his?
No,
You never met any of his family members?
I never met none of his family members.
Okay. What about any of his girlfriends?
What you mean?
Have you ever met any of the people he ever dated?
I don't know how he seen him, but I done seen him with girls.
Okay, so you met some of the people that he may or may not have dated.
I guess.
All right. Now, when y'all were cool and you would see him in the streets, how often would you all hang out with each other?
What you mean?
How often would the two of you spend time with each other?
You gotta be specific.
So like right here, it seems like they got these people in a rock and a hard place, because when they start establishing their relationships, that's where everything gets sticky. That's why it becomes a RICO, and that's why Thug is on trial right now. So it's one of those situations to where, did he do it or didn't he? That's where we at.
Sure. Would the two of you go out?
I go out with anybody, even you.
I'm not asking about me. I'm asking about Shannon. Would the two of you go out?
We have went out.
Okay. How often have the two of you gone out?
I don't know.
Is it more than, let me see. You said you met him in middle school. You're 32. So roughly over the course of 20 years,
No.
no, you have not gone out with him?
I met him like after me and him went to school, we never hung. I met him like in 20 what? I met him in recent years. Like after we left school, like in school we just knew each other. We didn't.
Y'all didn't hang out with each
Yeah.
other?
No.
So about how old were you when y'all began hanging out with each other?
Most of our, whatever you trying to say, I was in jail. So
But prior to you going to jail, did you hang out with Shannon?
I said yeah to that.
Okay, so my question is, if we're in 2024, I want you to think back, your earliest memory outside of school when you would first start hanging out with Shannon.
Thinking back, all I remember is being in jail most of the time.
Were you in jail in 2014?
I've been in and out.
Okay. What about jail in 2013?
Yes.
Okay. Were you friends with Shannon when you were in jail in 2013?
I knew him.
Okay. You knew him? Are you saying you didn't hang out with him, or you just knew who he was?
Yeah, I knew who he was. I think that, I think I took a few pictures with him back then, but I don't recall, no, I'm lying. I knew him before 13.
You knew him before 13. Okay. About when?
I think I met him, I don't know if it was 2010, something like that. I don't know.
Okay. So at least at this point, about roughly 14 years. You know.
Well, I've been in jail most of that time, so.
Did you all speak while you were in jail?
A few times.
So your friendship didn't stop just because you went to jail?
What you mean?
Did your friendship stop just because you went to jail?
Who determined when a friendship start and stop?
I guess you would.
I will.
Yeah. So did your friendship stop, or your coolness, because you said coolness, did your coolness stop with him when you went to jail?
Well, you know, in jail, out of sight, out of mind. One day I probably called or something. I don't.
You have permission to approach?
Hey, Judge,
Sir.
I'm hot. Can I take this sweat off?
One of my students landed multiple six-figure jobs in cybersecurity within just 90 days.
Two Billboard topping Atlanta-based rappers Young Thug and Gunna have been indicted in Georgia in a wide-ranging criminal investigation.
So yeah, Woody say he got hot, you know what I'm saying? And it's probably because he know that they have this interrogation video, you know what I'm saying? And he said a lot of things in that interrogation video. And we're gonna go over some of those things that he said. We're not gonna go over the whole entire thing, but we're gonna just glaze over it a little bit. And yeah. So check it out.
This is a murder that's about to take place with some very high people. And just the stuff that I know right now, I mean, should be able to help me get out of my situation. I can tell y'all this much right here. I know people are gonna go do it. I can get the time when they gonna go do it. So y'all can get them in the act.
This video contains the interview of a man who tries to use the knowledge of a potential murder as a bargaining chip in his own case. On October 27th, 2021, rapper and convicted felon Lil Woody was pulled over for reckless driving. The car contained a gun belonging to his girlfriend, which meant he was immediately arrested since he was not allowed to have a weapon in his possession. In an effort to reduce his charges and to avoid jail time, Woody told the detectives that he had information about a murder that was planned for that same night. It involved fellow rapper Young Thug, who is facing charges including conspiracy to violate the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations, the RICO Act, and 2 counts of participation in criminal street gang activity. In addition to drug and weapons offenses, he was also accused of greenlighting a murder attempt on rap rival YSL Woody, who was stabbed in jail in February 2022 after a bounty was placed on his head.
Okay, here's a concern. You have a lawyer, so we gotta make sure, I don't wanna violate any of your rights, I don't wanna do anything, listen to me. Mr. Melnick's still your attorney, right? 'Cause I was gonna.
Right there. In the first 30 seconds, we already established that Woody has a lawyer. His lawyer is Mr. Melnick, the guy who came in court and basically, so basically, he does have an attorney, right? And I don't even know how they conducted this interview, knowing that he does have a lawyer. So I don't even know how they have this whole interrogation. It's crazy.
Too, after a bounty was placed on his head.
Okay, here's a concern. You have a lawyer, so we gotta make sure, I don't wanna violate any of your rights, I don't wanna do anything, listen to me. Mr. Melnick's still your attorney, right? 'Cause I was gonna see you next week at your bond hearing, you know that, right? Did they tell you that?
You was. So it's a lot of that.
I'm gonna testify in your bond hearing.
What you testify for?
When we testify in your bond hearing, so I was gonna see you next week.
You said my bond hearing?
Yeah.
How y'all gonna revoke my bond?
The attorney, the case is gonna move to revoke your bond. So I'm gonna see you next week at your bond hearing. But I have to see, I don't wanna violate your rights, Mr. Melnick is your attorney.
Are they violating his rights already by the lady that's interrogating him, right? Is letting him know, I'm gonna be at your bond hearing because they have a motion to revoke your bond, and basically she holding it over his head that if he don't tell her something or tell her whatever kind of information she feels she need to know, then she will be at that bond hearing next week to help revoke your bond. So if that's not witness intimidation, I don't know what is. right? Because he's already in a distressed situation, handcuffed to the floor, right? He has a lawyer, but she's not gonna notify the lawyer, right? But she's gonna let him know that at this bond hearing that you got next week, I'm gonna be the one testifying against you to make sure they revoke your bond. So you got to tell me what you need to tell me now.
I need my time right now.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, okay, Investigator Flores that's gonna come in here, is probably he's probably gonna be testifying your bond hearing.
What you testify for?
When we testify in your bond hearing, so I was gonna see you next week.
You said my bond hearing?
Yeah.
How y'all gonna revoke my bond?
The attorney on the case is gonna move to revoke your bond. So I'm gonna see you next week at your bond hearing. But I have to see, I don't want to violate your right, Mr. Milky, as your attorney, okay?
I need my time right now.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, okay, Investigator Flores that's gonna come in here, is probably he's probably the most down to earth, coolest one you're gonna get here, okay? So, but I trust him with everything, that's the only other really what I'm gonna work with. So if you trust me, because you know, I looked out how many, over the years, have made sure haven't I tried to talk some sense into you?
It's not serious about that.
What?
I'm not saying serious.
About serious about what? What you just said? What I'm saying, like, you know that I care about you, you know?
Right there, she running game, right? She's trying to establish, oh yeah, you've been talking to me for years. This other guy just opened up to him. That's like my brother. You know, I care about you, Woody. Like, really? You care about him, but you gonna testify against his make sure his bond get revoked if he don't tell you what you want to know right now? Like, that's the way they playing down there. That's the way they playing.
Listen to me, with your two daughters, I tried to get you some help.
The detective implies that Woody owes her his cooperation because of everything she has done for him. In truth, this type of leverage was the motivation for her help.
Like, it's been a long time with us, like, I've never done anything like out of character, like,
You won't even tell me what I'm here for.
I'm not, this is the APD thing, so what I'm saying.
Sure, I do FBI now.
No, I work with I'm at the DA's office now, so an investigator in their gang unit.
You said you're investigating?
At the DA's office, at the Fulton County District Attorney's office, I'm an investigator in their gang unit.
So basically, he got a promotion. She got a promotion to the gang unit from dealing with Woody, right? Woody been giving her so much good information that she was able to actually move up the ranks and become an investigator for the gang unit. She's basically telling she's basically telling Woody that to his face, right? That the information you've been giving me over the years has basically gotten me a promotion. And I'm basically looking to get even further in my career by this new information that you're about to tell me now.
If you give me a minute, let me call somebody. I don't want to, like I said, I gotta make sure everything's done correctly. I don't want to, but you're saying you'll talk to us without, I don't know, I'll take you to a different floor, okay? Okay, but I don't want, if you're gonna talk, I don't want anybody to hear you, okay?
He going to jail too.
Who is that? Who's in that room?
Mine.
I don't know. Is he a felon? I don't know. I don't know him.
I
just know I'm mad mom, that's all I know. I don't know if it's like a real deal.
Yeah, but it's crazy, man.
Okay, listen.
If I'm going to jail, I got nothing to say.
Okay.
And I told you this today, and when you see that, you're going to know.
But what I'm telling you is, can you give me a minute to make a phone call so we can talk about, I want to make sure that it gets done correctly.
If I'm going to jail, I'm not going to say nothing. I don't want to, because I've been tortured. Y'all torturing me. And y'all still torturing me. I stay away from everybody. I stay away.
So basically, Woody already telling them, I'm under duress right now. Y'all got me under duress. He said, y'all constantly torturing me. Y'all stay torturing me. And I'm just trying to stay away from everybody. And y'all constantly locking me up, right? And trying to get information. And now that she know that he can give her information because she's obviously got a promotion off the information that he's giving her, she's pressing for even more information.
I haven't hurt nobody. I haven't done that to nobody. I haven't. I stay away from these niggas. All I do is try to go here and live my life.
Okay, please give me 1 second. I'm gonna come right back, I promise.
All right.
I promise, okay?
I'm not opening my mouth. Y'all treat me that way.
Trick you what?
I treat myself right.
Who tricked you last time? I've always been honest with you.
Okay.
When they came and got you at the house, that wasn't, I got that.
She got emotional. She got emotional about that part where he said, y'all tricked me last time, knowing they probably did trick him. You feel me? Because if they know he giving up information and he willingly gonna give it up, and you know he don't want to go to jail, they're gonna constantly trick him. And he corrected himself and he said, yes, I really just tricked myself, which he actually right, you know, because if he thought that they was ever gonna give him the deal, even right now, while they got him on stand, right? He's teeter-tottering between immunity and getting his ass locked back up. That's really what's going on. So
I got that one. Okay, this is Investigator Flores, you mentioned earlier? Okay. One of my partners. This is one of my partners, Investigator Flores. He works at Atlanta Police Department. I gotta tell you, first things first, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to an attorney and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to you and represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you and have these rights in mind? Do you want to talk to us now? I need a verbal. Can't.
Yeah.
Okay, your friend has been moved upstairs for kicking us separate, okay? So do you want to talk about today? So you're in charge today, not me.
Yeah. So what happened today, bro? With Brittany Farms.
Wow. She called me and said, police here. They did house. You know what I mean? And asked me what to do. And I was like, what are you doing to us? So they got my baby, want me to come turn myself in. I'm like, what for what? She's like, probation. So I'm like, shit, why they got your baby? She like, never had for smoke. I said, well, like, if you go there, they gonna lock you up. She like, she know. You know what I mean? So, shit, she asked me to come get him back.
Where you pick it up from?
Shit, some gas station. She come pick up on the gas station and take her. And I picked her up. She, I told her she put me in a bad situation, but I feel bad for her. Like, why the hell you put me in there? Like, I'm not gonna tell you turn yourself into no police, but don't do me like that. That's what I told her. And she was like, I'm on me. I said, I understand. You know what I mean? Like, shit, she said she gotta go do what she gotta go do. She cried. I just feel bad for her. Took her to her apartment where the police was, and that was it.
Yeah, I ain't sure.
So right there, Woody probably just trying to come up with a story or tell them whatever he think that they want to hear, because he did say that on the stand that he'd do that. And so we're gonna have to see if that's what he's doing. If he's just trying to spin them. Okay.
What about afterwards? After you drop off. Where you dropped off at, matter of fact?
Shit, however she stayed, like where she stayed.
Like you dropped off in front of the apartment complex?
I dropped off right there. She got on the wall.
Although the gun wasn't his, as a convicted felon, being caught with it in the car could cause Woody serious trouble.
What about afterwards? Like what did you do afterwards?
I went to the landing station.
And once again, you know before when you said about you want to go home today, you know we can't promise you anything, right? Wait, listen to me. I gotta make that clear. You understand that, right?
Woody is hoping for some type of plea deal, but the detective is careful to emphasize the fact that she can promise him nothing in return for the information he is offering. At this point, it would be in Woody's best interest to walk away and wait to see if his lawyer can get him a better deal.
And listen to me, Woody, listen to me. I just gotta make that clear to you. We can't promise you anything. You understand that, right?
So she basically letting them know we basically gonna play you and spin you for information, and it is what it is, Woody. So, you know, it went on and on and on from there. I'm gonna go. What about right here?
The information I had, they want to hear right now.
I mean, we can pass it to them.
You say you pass it to them. I'm thinking something gonna happen today.
What's gonna happen?
Somebody's supposed to get killed tonight.
Who?
You know who?
I don't know who. But there's so much going on in the city. I don't know who. You're gonna have to.
You sit down.
There's so much.
So right there, Woody said, "Fuck that! I'm about to come up with some juicy information that's gonna get me out of here right now. It's a murder going down tonight, or it's a, you know." So, you know, he's trying to come up with some juicy information. All of a sudden, he has knowledge of a murder plot that's going on tonight, and you know, look at the lady detective. She's all ears. She's really like, why have you been waiting to tell me this? We need to know about this right now, Woody.
I told you I know right there.
Woody, you say that.
But you think about it, people die every day in the city. If you can't be specific so we can do our job and save a life, you can't help yourself but you say, okay.
I'm telling you, I went to the feds.
And what did you tell me about going to the feds?
This is the murder that's about to take place with some very high people. And the stuff that I know right now, you know what I mean, should be able to help me get out of my situation. You know what I mean? I'm not bullshit. You know, the last information I gave y'all was right. That was just true.
Right. Okay. And then the only thing you went to jail for last time.
So right there, Woody basically proved his willingness to give them truthful information that they can use, that they can obviously help get them a promotion. Because this lady officer obviously has got that promotion and is looking to go even further up the ladder. And this guy's going to help her do it with this interview of Woody without his lawyer being present. And now all of a sudden he has knowledge of a murder plot that's about to go down.
That was the gun you had in Dunbar, right? That's it. And what did you tell me about going to jail for 5 years? What did that do?
It did, but it
What did it
did.
do? And guess what, Woody? What happened the other night when you were on Instagram Live antagonizing everybody and you left and went to 656? What happened to that apartment complex 2 hours later?
You seen that shit?
Okay, what do you think? What do you think was the reason for that?
I'm still trying to figure out.
I'll tell you what it was. You on Instagram calling everybody out, saying, "Come get me, I'm out here."
You're assuming.
Listen,
It wasn't about it.
okay, what I'm telling you.
See, y'all.
Do you not bring Zari and Caitlin up there?
Yes, I just told y'all. You know.
What if Zari and Caitlin were in an apartment out there, and what happened?
I don't have my. You right? I'm gonna do.
So now she's trying to use his children. Apparently, he got 2 daughters, and she's trying to use those against him to basically make him feel compelled to tell her more information about this alleged murder plot that's about to go down.
But what if somebody had to, I don't know how nobody got hit the other night, but what if somebody got hit the other night?
You know, I'm not that first thing anymore, and when they talk to the people, because the people first thing they do, they put it on me. That had nothing to do with that.
Why are you even out there?
You're right. You're right.
How many times are we gonna have the same conversation about you putting yourself, last
I
time you got
can't leave.
out?
I promise. My girl ain't here. I'm ready to fuck away from them. I can't leave. And I'm trying to leave. I'm ready to go.
There's a difference between not leaving and moving to, and not standing at 560 Windsor every day. There's a big difference. A lot of people don't like me. I can't go down and hang out in the county till every
I
day.
tell y'all this much right here. I know people are gonna go do it. I can get the time when they gonna go do it. So y'all can catch them in the act. And
who's the target?
One guess.
I mean, Lucci's locked up. So, I
Share
don't know.
kill.
So how?
She always been tight.
Who?
Kill.
Who's always been tight?
Share kill.
I know.
He's this man. He's obsessed with this guy. He won. This is as much as I can say. Cause y'all already taken.
Wait, you're like, ooh, I'm gonna get lost. You said who's tight with Shell? No, your friend's not here. Nobody can hear you. Like your friend's not here. We moved him.
Yeah, but the person y'all just think that I did tell me anything. He wants him. He want him as bad.
So you're talking about Jeffrey.
So right there, y'all, he basically saying Thug putting a hit on somebody for tonight. He says Shell Kell. I think that's supposed to be the brother or a close associate to Donovan Thomas, Big Nut. I'm not sure, but I think that's who that is that he's talking about. And so yeah, he basically saying that he got a hit on him from Thug, and yeah, he's spilling the beans.
He doesn't know the backstory.
Y'all still take me to jail, man. Like I just told y'all.
But I don't. But that
all
doesn't.
last night.
But God forbid, his kids are. You know what I'm saying? Like there's more to it than like you can't just let stuff like that happen. On your, like, do you think if I knew something like that was gonna happen, you would let it happen?
How was it gonna go down? How was it supposed to go down?
I tell y'all, they think y'all be able to stop without me. You know what I mean?
But like I said,
I'm not gonna play with you first of all.
No, I'm not playing with you either. That's what I'm saying. If you help, despite what that Joe man did, he's still alive, and we still got a job to protect a life.
He's a waste of space.
He probably is, right? But if we have opportunity to save a life, we got.
But who's to say he's the one that's gonna get hit?
Right, guess what? You right.
Who's to say somebody's mom's not gonna get? Who's to say somebody's little kid's not gonna get? Because guess what? If they would have came and shot up 560 Windsor when you were out there.
The detectives are unable to make any promises to Woody in exchange for his information. So instead, they're trying to guilt him into speaking.
I saw how many little kids were out there on the video. It's not okay. It's not okay.
You think I'm paying attention? Every time I show one, maybe know what happened. The police come right there. I pay attention. You know what I mean? I don't do nothing. That's why I know that.
Patrols they just patrol.
They just come say 656 right there at the light. Just sit there. I said, you know what?
Because they know what
I know I gotta stop doing it. I know I have to. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I know the dudes I'm dealing with. You know what I mean? But like you said, I'm putting other people's life in danger. And I know y'all don't want to be coming out and collecting chills and doing all this stuff here. My whole thing is, y'all can help me right here. I can help y'all. I can stop it.
Because you know you putting people out of danger. We know you doing it.
I'm not.
So that's what you always do. Listen, so you may not be, but people are out to target you, correct?
Yeah.
So who you think we gonna look at when a spot you just posted at get shot up an hour later?
And who do you think they're gonna look at if Calvin Lawrence gets killed tonight?
They gonna target you.
I'm in jail.
But what I'm saying is, you and Kelvin have been going at it all week. I've been seeing, one thing you know about me, what is it? I'm gonna look at your Instagram.
Once I seen like I knew every post I made, I knew everything.
So what I'm saying is, when you're talking about, I got a stick, it's ready for you, he's talking about, I'm gonna send you some bullets, what size you wear, like, and y'all go and you're posting, like, why are you gonna repost his Instagram post with the clown face? Like, you know, Woody, that's not good.
Because one thing I know about Kev, you know, he's like me, he really don't want a problem.
Look at these KPIs. Our traffic is dropping. It doesn't work. The keywords are all wrong.
But if I back down, guess what he gotta come. But if I do that, because they got into it in Canada over a dice game. They're shooting right there, having over a dice game. Them niggas out there, I tried to stop it. I actually stopped them from shooting right there. But when I left, somebody wanted to be bold and come back and shoot. It didn't have anything to do with them.
Okay, it ain't had shit to do with them. How they gonna target him tonight?
See, right then and there, it sounds like Woody is coming up with this murder plot all of a sudden. And now it all makes sense, the things that he was saying on stand. So that's why I'm doing this live right now, even though ain't nobody in here right now. Hopefully y'all come back and, you know, fuck with your boy, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? YouTube, it is what it is, right? So I'm just trying to put out this good content, show y'all where Woody testimony stemmed from. We're going to get a little more into this interview, and then I'm going to show you more of his testimony.
Well, they got his location. And I got called last night. And I
got a call from whom?
The people. I told the nigga, stay away from that type of shit. Stay away from the people. Because you the one sitting in that cell. I told him all of this. You the one gonna be sitting in that cell. Without these niggas, they ain't gonna do nothing for you. And I told these niggas this.
Who are you telling this to?
Yeah, come on, y'all can't probably all going to jail. You already said next week I'm going to jail anyway.
I didn't say that. I said you're gonna have a hearing. That's all I said.
But one thing I do know you can call someone on their phone and they hear what I have to say. And I can call this person right here in y'all face with a better background and let y'all hear and see his face. Tell me how they plan on doing this. Or
call who?
The person I'm talking about. I care for him and I hate I'm doing it to him, but
Who?
I don't think
I'm not gonna say
You know so many people. I don't know.
This somebody who close to me.
Is it Young Thug?
I didn't say no name.
Woody makes heavy insinuations, but doesn't want to give out names at this point, which is hardly surprising, since he is getting nothing in return.
Hold on. I'm pretty sure word got around it that you got picked up.
Right, but guess what? Everybody's trying to figure out what I got picked up for.
So right there, they trying to use the fact that they already know he in jail, so they figure, you know, police ready to start playing hardball with him, and you know, it is what it is. But that goes on and on for hours. You know, they interrogated him, got him to give up a lot of different information and insinuation, and now
it's time not just to go back to school, but to come back and move forward.
Before we call in our jury, it has been brought to the court's attention that Mr. Copeland's counsel, Ms. Bumpus, would like to be released. Is that correct, madam? Yes. Okay, all right. Sir, Mr. Copeland, is it your desire to release your counsel at this point in time?
She fired.
She's fired? Okay. So do you wish to represent yourself in these particular, in terms of any issues you may have in this particular?
Do I got a choice?
I'm sorry?
Do I got a choice?
Yes, you do.
And what are those?
You can keep your lawyer that you have right now.
I don't want her.
All right. You could certainly hire another lawyer, or the court could appoint you a lawyer.
What I need a lawyer for?
Hmm?
What
No, it's just the court is just asking you whether it's your choice, sir.
I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
Ms. Bumpus, did you file an entry of appearance? Superior Court rules file a motion to withdraw pursuant to the Uniform Superior Court rules. I mean, I know you give an oral notice, but usually it has to be in writing, and he has 10 days to object.
Just for the record, I was never his counsel.
Say again?
I was never his counsel. Attorney Melnick was his counsel, and I was stepping in as a courtesy for judicial efficiency.
Attorney Bumpus got a little wagon back there, but she dragging a wagon, y'all.
Well,
I ain't lying to you.
Given the fact that you have represented Mr. Copeland at this point in time, it would seem appropriate that you do need to, in fact, file a formal withdrawal. Even though you didn't enter one, you de facto entered this case by your representation of him, or you telling the court that you did, in fact, represent him. So at this point, I'm not inclined to release you until that's done.
Okay, I'll get that done now, Judge.
Okay, all right. And he's got 10 days to go ahead and do that. So you're still gonna have to be here until I have because he gets that particular period of time to go ahead and decide whether or not he'd like to hire a lawyer. That's the whole reason for the 10 days.
Well, I don't want to hire no.
Hold on. Not yet. You get that right as a party. Okay.
I do get right.
You do, yes. You get that right to hire a new lawyer. You get the right to do a couple things. One, to decide whether or not you will release her.
Okay.
Okay. Two, you got to decide whether or not you want to get another lawyer to be with you.
Okay.
Okay. Those are the two big things you get a chance to kind of decide. But what I'm going to do at this point in time is, since she's representing you, I'm going to make her file a formal notice to withdraw. She's orally told you at this point in time she wants to withdraw, but you're on the stand, you're testifying at this point in time. So I'm not going to let her withdraw at this point.
Well, Your Honor, I just like to say, before he started testifying, I was fired.
I don't know that, ma'am. That's not something that I have notice or knowledge of. So, that's the whole purpose of the rule, so that we can flesh out all those things. So at this point in time, I'm not inclined to let you go at this point. I'm sorry that you put yourself in this particular situation when you and Mr. Melnick and whatever, but, Mr. Copeland does have rights in this particular circumstance. So
So that's wild. You know what I'm saying? The attorney looked like she's stuck for 10 days with paperwork to try to get off the case. And I don't know what that does for her, but I guess the judge feels he needs to do that. I don't know if he's trying to exert power or make an example, or it's a stall tactic. Who knows?
I'll have proper notice to withdraw. I'll give once it's filed, if you file it today, I'll give Mr. Copeland the 10 days, but until such time as I rule upon that and he gets that and gets an opportunity to think about what he'd like to do, I'll go ahead and insist that you remain with us while he's on the stand.
Okay, Judge.
Crazy.
Monday.com has definitely changed and improved the way we work. Having a place.
I'm gonna take the field.
Published once it's submitted with the court's ruling.
Mr. Sharp, any further objection to state's
I don't really want to watch that one. That was the past one.
You said, have I ever heard of 30 deep?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what's 30 deep?
What you mean?
How have you heard of that term, 30 deep?
How have I heard of the term 30 deep?
Yes.
my man be trying to
ask me in a way
stall.
I can understand.
Sure. You said you've heard of 30 deep. You said you've heard of it, 30 deep.
I know about 30 deep.
Okay. What do you know about 30 deep?
What you mean? What do I know about it?
Tell the truth. You said you know about 30 deep. What do you know about 30 deep?
You're saying the whole number of problems that question. I'm overrule the objection.
He up there trying to act confused and everything, man. Shout out to Woody.
I haven't asked the question.
All right, you can go ahead and rephrase, madam.
What is 30 deep?
My neighborhood.
Is 30 deep a gang?
My man acting super confused, y'all.
Huh?
Is 30 deep a gang?
Is it a gang?
Yes, sir.
And what you define as a gang?
How do you define a gang? Or do you, let me strike that. Is 30 Deep a group of individuals?
My man, super confused, y'all.
Meaning,
You said 30 Deep is your neighborhood.
yes, it's my neighborhood.
Is 30 Deep a group of people in your neighborhood?
No, it's just, I don't know.
Is it a group of people from your neighborhood?
I just know my neighborhood, I was growing up, I used to hear 30 Deep a lot.
And when you heard of 30 Deep, what did you understand it to, what was your understanding of it?
It was cool.
And when you say it was cool,
Hello, friends. Big T here. Back in 2016, I told you to buy Bitcoin at 400.
what do you mean?
Like, you know, I thought it was cool. I just see and heard people say 30 Deep.
And when you saw and heard people say 30 Deep, were they talking about people together?
Oh, roll, sir. I'll stand that.
When you heard people talk about 30 Deep, what was your understanding of what they were talking about?
I heard the rapper say, and his song 30 Deep. I don't know. I heard Gucci Man rap about it. I heard like Jeezy rap about it. I don't know.
Have you ever been a member or an associate of 30 Deep?
I don't know what associate mean.
Have you ever been around a group of people who identify themselves as 30 Deep?
Have I ever been around a group of people that identify themselves at 30 Deep?
Yes.
My man got the most convenient amnesia in history. I love it.
I know someone who I guess they say was 30 Deep.
Did you ever consider yourself 30 Deep?
No.
Okay. What about, did you ever consider yourself part of DRC?
No, I consider myself 372.
And what is that why your Instagram was Woody 372?
My Instagram, Woody versus Woody.
Back in 2014, did you have the Woody 372 Instagram?
I told you I don't recall the Instagram. Back then they had several fake accounts with my name in it, but it wasn't mine.
You said you consider yourself 372. What was 372?
It ain't for you to know.
I'm going to ask you again, Mr. Copeland. What was 372?
372.
Was that a gang?
What do you define as a gang?
Mr. Copeland, I'm asking a question.
I can't answer your question if I don't know what you're talking about.
Was it you and a group of people a part of 372?
And what's a group of people?
3 or more people.
But yeah, but it wasn't no. We didn't hang on it. Like we wasn't. I guess.
Do you remember in February of 2015 talking about 30 Deep in an interview with Investigator Gaither and Investigator Dennis?
Huh?
Do you recall meeting with Investigator Dennis and Investigator? Do you remember meeting with Investigator Curry? I'm sorry, in February of 2015 at Atlanta Police Department with your then girlfriend?
Was I handcuffed?
You were not.
Nah, I don't remember.
Do you recall having to go to the Atlanta Police Department after someone came to your home and shot at you?
Spaces.
You're gonna have to orient.
I'm gonna rule the objection as to form. If you got a better objection, Mr. Steele, you can decompose it. Overruled.
Do you recall going to the Atlanta Police Department on that?
She's got to orient the witnesses to time and place, so I'm gonna overrule the objection, okay?
Do you recall having to go to the Atlanta Police Department in February of 2015 after you were the victim of an egg assault in which people tried to shoot at you?
I sustain the objection.
After somebody shot at you, your child, and your child's mother. Do you recall having to go to the Atlanta Police Department to be interviewed for that?
Yes.
What happened there? Okay. And do you recall speaking with a detective during that interview?
I don't know who I spoke with.
Okay. But do you remember, it doesn't matter, do you remember speaking with a detective about
Yes.
what happened with you? And during the course of that interview, do you recall?
That man know he spoke to that man know he spoke to multiple detectives and investigators. He don't know who he don't know who he done talked to no more. You feel me? Yeah, I'm
being asked about
I'm on my line.
your affiliation with or your association with 30 Deep.
What you asking me?
Okay. Do you remember the detective asking you if you were a part of 30 Deep?
What'd I say?
You have to ask yes or no. Do you remember being asked that question?
No, I don't remember him asking me.
Okay. Do you remember saying that?
Basis. I need a form of the objection. Oral, sir. Again, if you pose another objection, I'll listen to it.
He asked you, he told you, you said to him, it's a whole gang.
No offense, but if you still think stocks, real estate, or crypto are the best passive income investment,
I sustain the objection.
Let me ask you this. Let me just play it. Your Honor, the state will be playing the February 20th, 2015 interview, 156-28 through 156-44.
Oral, sir. You said hearsay, I've overruled it. All right, thank you. It's impeachment. Is that correct, madam?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
So yeah, they look like they stay trying to threaten Woody with jail or impeachment or anything to take his immunity away from him. So it's getting a little intense. It's getting a little intense for Woody.
Who were you associated with? And then everything else that rolls about with it is starting to come back to harm.
And Your Honor, I'm going to go back because I think it's maybe 156-27.
You was 30 deep. Huh?
My cousin was.
What you was associated with. And then everything else that done rolled about with it is starting to come back to haunt.
And we're ending at 156.45. I'm gonna also show you. You know what? Strike that. To your knowledge, was Demekion Garlington part of 30 deep?
No,
To your knowledge, was Shannon part of 30? Shannon part of 30 deep?
no,
Did you ever claim affiliation with the Bloods?
who, me?
Yes, you.
Yeah,
Okay. What blood set?
Bloods, period.
When you say Bloods,
The
period,
Bloods,
what do you mean?
period.
Blood. I call myself a blood.
Did you ever leave or stop calling yourself a Blood?
You said, did I start calling myself a blood?
Yes.
Yeah,
When was that?
2015.
And do
I
you,
think 2015.
and do you have tattoos that would be considered representative of being a member of the Bloods?
No,
Do you have a 5-point star tattoo?
it don't have nothing to do with bloods, though.
Okay. Do you have a 5-point star tattoo?
Yeah.
How many of them do you have?
A lot
When you say a lot, about how, can you put that in numbers?
more than 5.
And with your 5-point stars, are they colored? Do they have a color?
Yeah.
What color is that?
What you mean? What color are they?
Yeah, what color are your 5-point stars?
Some are just plain, some red, some green.
Do you know how many red ones you have?
No,
Okay. Do you know how many green ones you have?
no,
Do you know how many that are not colored at all?
no.
I don't know what I'm saying about that one.
As a father who works full time, I want to be an example to show them that even though
Is it fair to say that your relationship after you got out of prison is not the same as it was before you went to prison in 2015?
Huh?
You have an objection, sir? Yeah. Basis. So the form of the question? I sustain the question. You can rephrase it.
Is your relationship the same with Young Thug since you got out of prison as it was before you went to prison in 2015?
The ones that's joining me, thank y'all for joining me. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying?
One more time.
We're going over
I'm
the
trying to-
testimony of Woody right now.
Do you have the same relationship with Young Thug since you left prison in 2019 as you had with him before you went to prison in 2015?
So I'm confused. So help me understand. If you and her y'all got a relationship 10 years ago, so today is y'all relationship the same from 10 years ago today?
Is your relationship the same?
I need an answer.
Is your relationship the same as it was 10 years ago?
I don't think nothing would be the same from 10 years ago. I don't know how to answer that. I don't know.
Okay. Is your relationship better with Thug or worse or the same?
I don't know. I don't know how to. I don't know what to say to that. I don't.
Do you speak? Have you, and this is yes or no, have you spoken with Thug in the year of 2024? Yes or no?
This year?
This year.
No.
Okay. In the year of 2023, have you spoken with Thug? Yes or no?
Overrule, sir.
No.
In 2022, have you spoken with Thug? Yes or no?
I can't recall if I was in. I can't recall when did I got arrested. I don't know if it was 21 or 22. I don't, and I don't want to say yeah or no to it because I don't know if I was on the street or if I was in jail.
Let me ask you this: while you were in prison, did you ever speak with them?
No.
All right. Thank you for that. Do you know someone by the name of Marquavius Huey?
No.
Do you know someone named Quay?
I know a lot of Quays.
Okay. Do you see any of the Quays that you know in the courtroom today?
Yeah.
Okay. How many of the Quays do you know are in the courtroom today?
One.
Okay. Can you identify him by article of clothing that he is wearing?
Well, he's sitting right there. Like, I don't know what color it is he got on.
All right. You said over there. Is he sitting? Is it the man with the gray and cream jacket?
It shows so reflect.
Thank you. How long have you known Quay?
Not long.
When you say not long, what does that mean to you?
I don't know Quay like that.
Okay. Have you known him for a year? More than a year?
I haven't been around him a year. So, just because I know of somebody, I've been in jail, I've been away, so.
What do y'all think of his testimony so far?
So are you saying you just met him in 2023?
Put down in the comments what y'all think of his
I only knew
testimony.
Quay personally, been around him no less than 90 days, like no longer than 90 days. I don't know. I haven't been around him personally to say I know him that well.
Let me ask you this. In 2021, did you know Quay?
I think that's when I met him.
Do you recall how you met Quay in 2021?
No, I don't.
In 2021, did you consider Quay a friend?
I consider him cool.
I'm going to start in 2021. How often, if at all, did you see Quay?
I don't know.
Would it be weekly?
I seen him when I seen him.
Okay.
And look at Quay body language, y'all. Look how he look every time Woody got something to say about him.
Would that be once a week, once a month, every couple of days?
I saw him when we had time to see each other.
And I'm asking very specific.
I can't say
how often that was.
When I wake up, my day is not planned. I just go with the day.
And so I'll just ask you again.
Say that again.
Would you see him on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis?
I saw him when I saw him.
Would you speak with him on the phone?
Yeah.
Was that, how often would you speak with him on the phone?
When we had to call each other for something.
Was that, did you speak with him on the phone more than when you actually saw him in person?
I spoke to him when we spoke to each other.
Did you speak to him more or did you see him in person more?
What you mean?
What would you do? Would you see him more or did you speak with him on the phone more?
Meaning?
You said you spoke with him on the phone.
I have, yeah.
Did you speak with him on the phone every day? Did you speak with him on the phone once a week? Did you speak with him on the phone once a month?
I spoke to him when I spoke to him.
You said that you all would see each other. When you would see each other, what type of things would you all do?
Shoot dice. Go to parties. We mainly shot dice.
Did you ever speak with Quay via FaceTime or some other video chat?
What you mean some type of the video chat?
Well, let me just ask first. Did you ever speak with Quay on FaceTime?
I can't recall if I have.
This is why I stopped shopping on Amazon, and you should too. Don't spend another dime on Amazon.
Would you give Quay advice?
Would I give Quay advice?
Yes.
What they for to me?
Did you advise Quay on certain people he should hang around with
Oh,
or not hang around with?
what about it?
Have you advised Quay on individuals he should or should not hang around with?
I probably have.
Specifically, did you advise Quay on whether he should hang around?
That's the question.
Have you ever advised Quay on hanging around Young Thug?
I told Quay that I have a personal problem with Young Thug.
Did you advise him on whether or not he should hang around Young Thug?
I thought I just answered it.
No, you told him that you answered you had a personal problem with Thug. That wasn't the
Right,
question.
and I told him that, I advised him that.
What is the that you're referring to?
Whatever you just asked me, I agreed to what you just said.
So for clarity for the record, you've advised Quay about hanging around Young Thug.
I don't, what's your objection? He hasn't really clarified. I think she's trying to get him to clarify it, so I'm gonna overrule your objections.
You advised him on hanging around Young Thug.
I told Quay that he needed to watch who he hang around.
And was that in 2021?
I don't know when it was.
You met in 2021. Have you spoken with Quay in this year, 2024?
No. You said, have I talked to him this year?
Yes.
No.
What about last year in 2024?
I cut all communication with everybody, period. I haven't spoken with nobody.
And separate itself smooth from the situation. That
We've
boy
talked about
Wood is something else.
Quay.
Still wasting time on those long searches? Your search ends here. Free Cash is an amazing service.
Objection.
Yesterday, did you tell myself and my colleagues, Ms. Love and others, about Little D and Shannon being in your vehicle the night of the murder?
Huh?
Yesterday, did you tell myself, Ms. Love, and a few of my other colleagues that Little D and Shannon were in the car with you the night of the murder of Diamond Thomas?
I told you and them that what I told investigators in June, when Nut got killed, something different, because I was trying to finesse my way out of a situation. So I said, I picked up D and Shannon. D never told me nothing. I made it up to clear myself up. And that's it.
And was that yesterday that you said that? Did you tell us that yesterday, what you just said?
You asked me to be truthful. And I didn't, and I told you what I told the investigator back then wasn't me being truthful. So I'm telling you something that I didn't tell them because I ain't trying to go back to jail.
I got it. That answer was yesterday. The first time you said this part, and now what you're saying today is what is truthful. What you're saying right now, what you're trying to tell the jury right now, is what you are now saying is truthful.
What I'm trying to tell you is our conversation was about something that I said in the past.
I understand. I'm asking you.
that Mr. Copeland allowed to finish his.
Okay, all right.
Oh, I thought he was done.
Mr. Copeland, you need to finish your answers?
No, I need a break, Your Honor.
Say again?
I need a break.
You need to use the restroom?
No, I need a break. Like, I need a break.
Sir, it's not time for us to take a break at this point in
Well,
time.
okay.
Okay? I mean, unless you need.
He keep trying to have, meltdowns and mental lapses and convenient amnesia. And we just want to see if it's going to work. I'm just curious if it's going to work. That's why we're watching this whole Woody testimony right now, just to see what the people think. I'm giving it to you in the long form. Ain't nobody else doing that right now. So I'm doing this for y'all.
You need to go to the bathroom or some other reason, we're not going to break at this point in time.
Do you need a few moments? Was yesterday the first time that you told?
Your Honor, I asked Mr. Copeland to finish his answer if he was still.
I don't think he's finished. I think he's finished, Mr. Steele. So I'll overrule that objection.
Was yesterday the first time that you told anyone from the state that what you said back in January of 2015 was a lie? And that you were trying to finesse your way out of what you told them back in January of 2015?
I told that to the investigators when they was questioning me at a certain point.
What investigators?
Y'all questioned me so many times, I don't know.
Back in 2015, did you go to the police again on January 11, 2015?
I'll sustain the objection.
Did you also go to the police on January 28, 2015?
I don't know no dates, but if you know that if I went to the, you could just see it.
Did you also go and speak with the police on February 20th, 2015?
If that's what it say.
And what about on February 21st, 2015?
If that's what it say.
And then what about on June 10th, 2015?
If that's what it say.
Let me ask you this. In your interview on January 11th, 2015, do you recall your girlfriend's mother's home being shot up?
Was it?
Do you recall it? I'm asking, do you recall her mother's home being shot up that night after that was killed?
I don't know if it was the same night or the next night.
Do you also recall that the stepdaddy's house was shot up that same evening?
I will object to.
Basis.
Meeting here.
I'll sustain this to form. You can rephrase now.
When the young thug stepdaddy's house shot up the night that
I don't know.
When you went to the police on January 11, 2015, did you go there on your own?
Nope.
Did the police come and get you to go to the police station, or did someone drop you off?
They,
I'm gonna overrule the objection.
Did you voluntarily go down to the police station that night?
This game, you're not ready for it.
no, I didn't volunteer. He called me.
And did he tell you you had to come down there, or did you decide to go down there yourself?
Well, he told me to come down, and people told me to go down there because
Is there an objection, sir? And just state what it is. Okay, let me see if he's finished his response. Mr. Copeland, are you finished? Or do you need to say something else?
So look.
To complete that last question you were asked.
yeah, I'm just gonna say that I was told to go down there and speak with the police.
Okay, all right.
Do you recall in 2015 telling law enforcement officers that you were calling to get advice on whether or not you should go down and speak to the police because your name was coming up in the murder?
Can you say the first part again?
Sure. Do you recall telling Detective Thorpe in his January 11, 2015 interview that you were calling around getting advice to decide whether or not you should come down to the police department because people were putting your name in the murder?
I don't know. I know when he called me, didn't know what to do, so that's why I was told to go down there. Yeah, I'm finished.
Do you recall telling Detective Thorpe in that same January 11, 2015 interview that people told you not to go down there and to wait till the police called you?
So yeah, y'all, this is the testimony of Woody.
Do you recall them asking you a little bit, some more questions about Tay, and you providing them information about where Tay was from, what part of Atlanta he was from?
I don't recall.
Okay. Do you recall the detective asking you, we only know there's a guy by the name of Tay. Where's Tay from? What area he live in? And you told him that he was from Simpson Road area. You recall telling the detective that?
I guess I don't remember what I said to him.
Do you recall?
Because at that point he had put too much pressure on me, and you know what I mean. I'm just thinking because he told me. I remember him saying he want that gun. That's all I remember him kept saying. He want that gun.
And when you say putting pressure, what do you mean?
Same thing you doing to me now. You keep putting pressure on me.
Okay. Was he yelling at you at all during this interview?
I think he kept saying, I'm letting people shoot at me while I got my child, and my loyalty to the streets, my loyalty to my child.
Okay. So was he just trying to get you to tell him who did this to you, your child and your baby?
I understand the question is the form.
Did he ever threaten you to give a name?
Nah, but he kept asking me to make me say a name, and you like how you keep asking me a question. I'm gonna say something to answer you, so you can stop asking me the same question.
Were you concerned about how you were going to survive the attacks on you and your family?
Yes.
And again, were you concerned that because you had already spoken to the police about Nuts' homicide, that people were considering you a snitch, that people thought you were a snitch?
I don't get what you're saying. Can you say that again?
Were you concerned that people already thought that you were a snitch when you did this interview
What interview?
with the detective after you were shot at? After you were shot at with your
no.
girlfriend and your daughter?
No, my only concern was
dinner tonight. Make the reservation and get back to me about it. Chris, are you getting any of this?
no.
Do you recall telling the detective in this same February 20th interview, I left down, I came and talked down here. Everybody look at me like I'm a snitch now. It's just like I can't get no money. You know, I was just getting money just by doing nothing. It's just like, hey man, I need to borrow this right here, just hanging around, going to the mall. He paid for everything, but all of them now, they all come out here, they think I'm a snitch.
I always got my own money. When I need money, I knew how to go get it.
Would Thug give you money at times?
I'm not a handout type of person.
Would Thug give you money at times?
I never asked Thug for no money.
Would Thug give you money at times?
I can't recall if he gave me money, but I never asked him for no money.
When you said he paid for everything, who were you referencing?
The big money, the ballers.
Look like Woody ready to melt down, y'all. They weighing him down. He got another week to go. What y'all think about Woody testing?
Were you concerned that young Thug had washed his hands of you?
Huh?
Were you concerned because you have been speaking to police that Thug had washed his hands of you?
No, I didn't need Thug.
All right. Do you recall telling the detective in the same interview on February 20th, 2015, he asked you, so basically Young Thug washed his hands of you? And your response, yeah, because I came and talked to the detectives and them folks in the street saying I'm a snitch, I'm a snitch, I'm a snitch. Nobody don't want to hang around me. I called my partners. They don't want to hang around me. It's like, what the hell? What the hell all this come from? What the hell is going on? Do you recall telling the police that?
The police so concerned about Thug, I was removing myself from him.
So what do y'all think? What do y'all think about the testimony of Woody, y'all? That's my breakdown analysis. We still got another week. Who knows? You know, I don't even know if Woody gonna try to show up to court, man. This is a deep case, man. You know, so thank y'all for joining me again. Once again, I don't got no spill. I just keep it all the way real. Clout chasing is at an all-time high. Please like, share, and subscribe. The Cash App is Born3 The Truth. Much love to anybody that tuned into the live and to anybody that's watching it. You know what I mean? Like, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to get in the algorithm. Fuck with your boy.